Hello and welcome to Dotnet with Sikhen, and our today's topic is runtime polymorphism in CSharp. That is the method overriding. We have already uh, seen the compile time polymorphism in our previous video. If you have not watched it, please look at it. So let's get started. Runtime polymorphism, that is the method overriding. So what is method overriding? When multiple methods have same name and same types of parameters or number of parameters in different classes, that is in parent or child classes, then we say the method is overridden. So in runtime polymorphism, which is applicable in the base class and derived class, compiler doesn't know which method you are going to call in main methods. Let's look at the examples. So here I have created one class, that is the, you can say, the parent class or base class animal, and it has one method, that is the speak. So basically animal can speak, but here I have marked this method as a virtual so that this method can be overridden in our child classes. So let's look at the one child class, that is cat, and cat is inheriting from class base class animal, and here you can see the keyword override. It means the method speak in animal class has been overridden in cat class, right? So here cat can say like meow, correct? And similarly we have the dog class, and which is also inheriting from animal, and here we have overridden this speak method, and the dog is basically barking, right, like bhaw. So let's quickly jump into the Visual Studio and look at it in action, how it works. So here the base class animal has a name, property, and speak virtual method, and here I have basically written like through new not implemented exception, like subclass must implement speak method. So here the dog, cat, and duck, these are all subclasses, and these classes inherit from animal one, right? So here you can see, because we have here the virtual keyword, so you can override it. If you don't do anything, let's say if I remove this one, then the default method implementation, whatever we have like through new not implemented exceptions, will come in this dog class. But because we don't want that one, right, because dog normally barks, so we have this method speak, right? And here we can say like the dog says bow, correct? And then we have the cat, and in the same way we have the duck, and in the same way these all methods are overridden. Now in the main method, let's create one zoo, that is a list of animal, or you can say the animal array, right? And here in this animal array we have all these three animals like dog, cat, and ducks. Now if you rotate this array in the loop, like for each animal in zoo, and then if you write animal.speak, then compiler actually doesn't know like which animals speak is going to be called here at the compile time. But yeah, this is for the runtime decision, right? So when you run the application, then only this which method is getting called, you can understand it. So let's put a breakpoint here and see the result. Okay, now if you press F10, then here we have list of animal that is in our zoo, you can say. So there are three animal, dog, cat, and duck. Now let's rotate this animal. So first animal from zoo is our dog. Now you can see. So now you can say like here dog will bark, right? So let's now press F11 to look at where it is going to be actually. So now you can see it comes in this speak method of dog class, right? So now it prints like dog, that is the body, says bow, correct? And then we have another animal which is our cat, and then cat speaks like says meow. And then we have another animal which is duck, and then duck basically says quack, right? So this is the method overriding. Now here, now you can see the result here, like zoo rolls call, Buddy says bow, or Whiskers says meow, and Donald says quack. Right, so these are different output here, and basically the runtime decision is taken care in method overriding. Now I want to show you one more thing here. Let's say I don't have this virtual method, so just for demonstrating purpose, let's comment it out, these two class. Okay, and then here let's say I don't have this virtual method. Let's say I have simple method, that is speak, right? And then I'm writing here something generic implementation. For example, name says generic sound, something like that, right? So this is one of the implementation of this animal class, and then we are inheriting it. So because we don't have this virtual one, so we need to remove this override keyword here. And now you look at it, the one warning is coming up, like dog.speak. This speak method basically hides inherited member animal.speak, because we are inheriting it, right, in the dog class. So the above speak method is getting hidden here in this dog class. So we have two methods, you can say, like one speak is from animal, another speak is from dog class itself, right? So now if you create an object of dog, and if you create the references of the classes, then it will decide which method it is going to call. So let me yeah, so just let's create one animal obj is equal to new, let's say dog, right? Now if I write obj dot speak, then the generic, right, or you can say the speak method of animal class will be called here. But if you, let's say if you write like dog dog equal to new dog, in this case if you write dog.speak, then its own method is getting called, right? So let's put a breakpoint here and see the result. I'm just commenting it out, and yeah, we have the breakpoint here. Let's run and see the result. Okay, F10, and I am creating one object here. So let's press F10. Now you can see we have the dog object, but the reference variable is of type animal, right? So if I press F11, then it will go to speak method, right? Why is it so? Because in this dog class we have two methods named speak. One is from the animal one and another is from the dog one. So because we have created a reference of animal class, so the method which is in the animal class will be called, and here it is, right? So it says like null says generic sound. So basically it says generic sound will be getting printed. And here if you press F10 here again, and then F11, then it goes to the dog class, right? So here you can say like it gets printed, correct? So if you see the result, because we have not given the name, so now you can see the generic sound which is from the animal class, and says wow, that is from our dog class, correct? So it is the runtime decision that actually which method is getting called from which class, right? But method overriding is something that you can override it in the child class. Here the warning you can suppress. So how can you suppress it? By making it as a new, or you need to put a new keyword so that the warnings will be gone. Okay, so method overriding is something that we have only one method, right? So the base class method is getting overridden in the child class. So there will no such two methods. Only one method is there in method overriding. You are going to override it, right? So that is the meaning. But if you don't want to override it, then there will be two methods in the child class, and based on the reference variable of the class, the respective method from the classes will be called. So yeah, that is the method overriding, and I hope you understood this concept, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.